Hey guys, we are talking about our book for K is for Kenya, which is Seeds of Change, Wangari's Gift to the World. And so we want to talk a little bit about Wangari Maathai, and we'd love for you to join our discussion. So, what did you guys think about the book and about Wangari?
I like that she made a lot of trees.
Hmm?
And
she kept trying, like even after she went to prison, she just kept doing it.
Oh yeah, she kept trying. She didn't give up on her goals and on what she hoped to achieve, right?
And she still prayed, and she was so happy in prison.
That's true, yeah. She tried to have a good attitude and faith. Mm-hmm. That was cool, huh?
Well, what I didn't like is that she went to prison.
Oh yeah, that was sad that she got sent to prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you think that she deserved to go to prison too?
The guys literally paid for her to go to prison.
Yeah, they
crazy,
paid the police officers so that Wangari would go to prison for no reason.
Yeah, kind of crazy, huh? Which I thought that was really interesting, that there was a whole system of the people working together to put people in prison that they didn't like. Do you think that ever happens in our country?
Sometimes.
I mean, yeah.
Sometimes? Yeah, in what way?
Because, Dad said that way more black people are in prison than white people for doing this, and that black people get way longer jail sentences for doing the same thing as white people.
I think that's a really astute observation. We don't officially have laws that can send certain people to prison, but the way the laws are enacted make it so that certain people, typically with black skin, go to prison way more and get way harsher sentences than people with white skin, right? Is that fair that that happens in our country? No. And it happens partially because of biases that people have, right? Like things that they're thinking inside. But it also happens because of what things are fined or what things you're imprisoned for. And there's actually a whole system where the types of crimes that black people tend to commit, or they were induced to commit, those are the things that were penalized the most. They were the things that they got in trouble for the most, in order to put black people in prison more. Isn't that crazy that that still happens in our country too?
Yeah.
So what was something that Wangari did to get out of prison or to get out of that system?
She and her friends, her other friends in prison, they helped her get out of prison, but it didn't say how in the book.
Yeah, she worked to help her friends in prison get out later, and she had friends who weren't in prison who helped her get out, right? So working together with other people to dismantle or take apart these systems that imprison certain people, that can be useful, right? So we can work to there's a big movement right now actually to give less money to the police, because they get way more money than things like education or healthcare, things like that. So maybe redistributing some of that money could help. Maybe helping people work together to provide ways for people to get out of prison. Did you know there are actually a lot of people who are in prison who haven't even been convicted? That means it hasn't been proven that they did anything wrong, but they just can't get out because they don't have enough money for what's called bail. That's enough money to let you get out while you're waiting for your sentence. So they're just stuck there because they don't have enough money to even get out. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So those are some things that we can think about in our own country. I think that was wise that you guys connected that to what's going on here also. I also thought it was interesting that so people didn't necessarily like want her to go to school, for instance, right? They didn't necessarily want girls to go to school. So part of that was our own biases, and we need to change our own biases if they're incorrect, right?
Yeah.
But it was also a whole system that needed to change, right? And once the system changed, the people were able to kind of change their biases too. When the system allowed girls to go to school, because they can now, right? Way more. When the system allowed that, then they were able to kind of change their own mindset too and think, oh yeah, I guess maybe girls should be able to go to school, huh?
Yeah.
So sometimes we need to work on ourselves, but we also need to work on all the outside things in our in our school systems and our prison systems, all those, to help people change maybe racist behaviors or biased behaviors also, right?
I remember there was this like call on a day, and then there's this kid who wanted to do surgery on people's brains so they weren't racist.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we can do that, but we can work to change our own thoughts and catch ourselves when we're thinking things, and we can work on changing these systems, right?
Yeah.
And voting for people and to put them in office who can help us with these systems. We can call representatives to help prosecute crimes against certain people. So those are all things that we can do too, right?
Yeah.
What else did you like about Wangari?
That she was nice to a lot of people and made a lot
Including
of friends.
trees, right?
And
Yes,
even
people.
though it wasn't normal for girls to like become professors or have education, she still did.
Yeah.
And she was the first woman to be a professor in
Kenya.
Kenya.
Yeah, that was cool, huh? Yeah, and I think it said she was the first the first East African woman to receive a doctorate. That's a degree after, not just after college, but after more college, and then even more schooling after that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, she kept trying and working hard to do it, even when other people didn't provide an example for her. She had to work extra hard to accomplish that, right? That was cool. Do you guys like the book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was pretty inspiring, huh? Does it make you want to go plant a tree?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening in.
Thank you.